Pirate Radio, episode 55. Let's go. Got a different type of champagne rosé this time. Still under like $15. Don't get it twisted. It's called Segura Viudas. Viudas means widow, so shit. That's the good thing about knowing languages. Trying to put names out there. It was Segura Viudas. So sure widows. I guess. Whatever. Let's pop it. Another week, another cork pop, because you gotta celebrate every week, man. Listen, the way people are dying out there, man, especially with these fucking like here in NYC, these fucking crimes, these criminals, shit, they all be here shooting random ass places. And I'm like, God damn, this is how bad it's gotten. This literally a video that it doesn't even seem like he had enemies. He just got out, shot to the left, shot to the right, and he was trying to actually go back in the house, and I guess the door locked, so he went out. Maybe the video was like just a small clip of what actually happened throughout that whole scenario, but you could easily die because there's some motherfucker with bad aim is just shooting around. So you do have to celebrate each day, cap it off a week with a champagne or something. That's how bad it is. That's because of y'all voting. Let's keep it real. I'm not gonna take off my foot off y'all necks, man. Let me take this sip. Yeah, it's pretty alright. Not bad. Isn't it crazy how like this champagne might not be all right, and then it's not like the greatest of the greatest, I guess. I haven't tasted the greatest of the greatest, but just imagine like as soon as you have a company, like everybody as a whole community, but not a community like state by state, but just like let's just say the same way they do about like stocks. If people would just be like, yo, look at this cheap ass bottle of company right here, whatever, Segura Viudas or whatever the hell this shit's called, right? If we just all be like, yo, let's all go in and make a deal with that champagne bottle and promote the shit out of it. To the point that, yeah, we know it might not be the best, but this is the bottle we're promoting until now. And we can easily raise their stock and make money out of that. Now the part is how, right? That is true. But I guess through a stock. But then again, how many champagne companies are probably owned by a bigger company that you never know what the hell it is? Like Louis Vuitton company, they owned by like one giant super company, that's when I knew like Kanye was really going at people's heads, because he was mentioning the top names. He wasn't even going at the broken down names, Louis Vuitton, this, that, and whatever. Hennessy, I think, is owned by the same company. He just mentioned the top name brand that owns all of them. When he was in his, he was going naming different companies and shit for not letting him, like, giving him a chance and shit when he was airing his shit out. But let's say like companies that we know we should have done better. Again, I will never forget this, because even myself, I'm a victim of this. But Fubu, when Fubu came out, it came and went. And the history that it had with LL Cool J in that Gap video, that cemented Fubu to me. Like, it's just because back then I didn't know no better. But, and maybe some designs got a little bit over, like, you know what I'm saying? But I remember back in the days of Fubu hat, shit. I remember I was in a Macy's, and I was like, oh shit, look at the hat right there. A little sporty hat or whatever. And you see LL Cool J rocking it. So I think in the Hey Lover video with Boyz II Men. And I was like, damn, yo, man, let me get this hat. She was like, all right, cool. How much it cost? And she told the price. I forgot what it was, but I just remember her saying, hell nah. But you know what I'm saying? Like, Like how we did Fubu. Then obviously it got whack or whatever. We don't want to rock it. And then it is. I understand the frustration of people when they say, "Yo, but how the hell Gucci still remains?" Like, we will never be like, "Oh, you wearing Gucci? That's out of style." No, we will never say that. So weirdly, I don't know why. Now, we did have clothing brands that was paying attention to the clothing brand, like, you know what I'm saying? Not just printing shirts and shit. Like Sean John was in it. If anything, Sean John should have been like main staple now, still type of shit. You feel me? But when it comes to our own shit, blacks or Hispanic or whatever the hell it is, we like it because, yeah, you know, they just hot, and then it's like a spell. It comes off, and then we don't want to wear it no more. But shit, when it comes to Gucci, man, we'll get anything that as long as it's real Gucci, shit, we'll get anything. That's the weird shit, like the psychology. ain't that crazy? Like when you step back, 3-dimensionally, 4-dimensionally, look at the psychology of that shit, how it works. Like, it's weird because it basically doesn't make us want to jump into that making clothes type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, now everybody can kind of make their own custom shirts, and people will just, I don't know. Like, what will make a hot shirt? The only way that a hot shirt can be just hot, it just, obviously the design, but it's still not enough. It's just having a celebrity wear it. If you easily have Kanye wear one of my designs, and it's probably whack as fuck, but because he weared it, guarantee sell out. So it's just the main person's influence, I guess. That's the weird shit. How the hell did I get into this fucking conversation, right? About the champagne bottle, of course, though. That's what it was. But, you know, it's just our money, our power could be used to way better shit. It's like we know it, but we don't know it. You know what I mean? But, I don't know. It's just culture. Culture needs to be better. And that's what leads to anything. Culture from different cultures, different race, or the motherfuckers. The white people, they need to fix their culture too. Too many white motherfuckers just waking up and just earthing everybody in school. You know what I'm saying? It just what happened that this last one was by, I guess, an Hispanic person. Must have been. But that culture, you know, in school culture also, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything is in the school. School is like the main hub of interaction for kids. So, you know, when you have too much bullying and too many teachers not really kind of giving a fuck or resolving issues with kids, shit, who knows what their moms be. Their moms probably be at home and have no strength to go to the school and be like, yo, who the fuck is fucking with my kid? None of that shit. No. You know what I'm saying? So they probably just be like, yo, word, I can just get this gun right here and just end it off. But they're going to probably go in there knowing that they're going to earth themselves because they can't handle jail time. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy that a situation can take your mind to that level. You feel me? But it could, and it happens. You know? So it's ironic because I be looking also a lot of videos about Japan and how it is and shit like that. And yes, there's probably definitely like bullying and shit, but there's an overall culture that take care of certain shit, like small things as loitering. Like their culture, they have way more respect for that shit. They will not just, you know, loiter in the street and shit like that. But we do here. Like I seen people, like, it's some shit like, I guess growing up, because when I was young I wouldn't give a fuck, but you see people just walking by throwing garbage in the street, and like, god damn. Then I become a parent. I'd be like, imagine me going into your house and just throw some shit on the floor. And even though people will be like, yeah, but that's the street, the whole point is you're just missing the whole point. The whole point is just like, these are our streets, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep it clean. What the hell? We can't even do that? We're gonna blame the white man on that? Need to loiter in the street because the white man, like, what? Nah, hell no, motherfucker. Let's take accountability too. This is the thing. Like when we decide to look at the mirror ourselves, we get so offended. Woo. We get so offended. You know, and do have bad people that represents us anyways. We all represent each other, but when you have those bad apples, shit, there's a lot of bad apples on us. Just like there's a lot of bad apples on the white people and every other race. But just because I have to say that, the fact that I have to mention every other race to like keep my opinion there, fuck out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something that we all have to deal with, like taking accountability. Our race also, and check our race. But you do that now, you might get popped. Imagine me going down the street to get, listen here, brother. There's way more things you could. Right, by the time I'm just like, and I'm over here seeing clouds next to me, I'm like, oh fuck, they aired me out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to take that risk. It's so bad that you don't even know who the hell is getting beaten up these days. Should I defend this person getting jumped in front of me? Do I know what this person did? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's that New York shit, I guess. But it's crazy how with all these gun laws as strong as hell, you have people shooting like left and right. Like, they don't give a fuck. You know how much what it takes for me to be like, yo, fuck it. I'm in New York. I need to buy my ass a gun. I can't, but easy for me to say. You know what I'm saying? What happens when you have beef at y'all both live in the same block? You know how fucking, oh my God, I can't live like that. I can't. And just imagine how it is, like project building, you know what I'm saying? I've been to the Bronx River project when my brother was living there. And sometimes you do still have that pissy staircase. It's like, damn. Like, it is still, you know what I'm saying? Like, you would have thought that people would at least be like, yo, we all in this building. Let's at least be chill all up in this building. You know what I'm saying? Let's do parties, you know, where it could be safe for our kids. It's weird. It's just weird. It's like we all in the ghetto. We all here. The ghetto is fucked up. Fuck it. Let's all fuck. You know what I'm saying? Fuck everything up in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. And maybe not all projects are like that, but shit, man. Like, sometimes we have the power to make shit easier on us. It's bad enough, like, right? We're gonna blame the white man, right? They have their things to be blamed for. We have our things to be blamed for also, but yes, let's blame them. But at the same time, let's give them less ammo of shit to blame us. Like, we're really gonna be out here killing each other when we all know when we all say like, oh, it's the white man, right? But then we out here killing each other. You know what I'm saying? And we all have like some type of fucking, I don't know, like, I guess some type of leadership in the hood, because without leadership you can get into like, you know, beef between each other. You know what I'm saying? And most of them shits is bullshit. If you would have had a council, yo, what's up? Nah, this dude do this, whatever. He owed me this. Did you give me a chance? Yeah, I gave him 3 chances already. Yo, is that true? Nah. And then, you know what I'm saying? Go from there and have a beef settled. Boom. Now you have the beef settling with other people. Like, it's weird because saying that is just too easy, because eventually, like, you know how every gang be like, yo, this we started, it was positive, and then they over here killing each other and just obviously drug money and all that shit. But some real leadership, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it used to be like that in every block, and it was by the older heads. Then eventually, I don't know if it was the older heads that was fucking it up, but young kids didn't want to listen to the older heads anymore. You know? And that's when you have no culture. Because then when they're listening to these rappers, but they're not listening to the OGs in the block. You know what I'm saying? Then you do have OGs in the block that still want to be fucking Zach Morris of the fucking hood, of just that one block, and they put little kids, you know, the young kids, to do stupid shit. You do have that. You do have that. And this is why everybody gets the blame. America gets the blame. You know why? Because just like y'all want to go and say, hey, you know, Al-Qaeda have these American military they're Americans. Yeah, like, just like we like to use that they're American shit. They're Americans too. The ones over here in Harlem, all these are Americans. Patriots too. Because I bet you tell them, yo, let's go, you got to go move to a third world country. They'll be like, hell nah. They like it here. We all love America, but you got to make us also remind us that, you know, do some fucking brainwashing campaign about the good things of America or something, and you know, take aside a little small pot, you know, of our fucking taxes already, and set up some shit that makes us be like, damn, you know, this is good for Americans. But we never seen some like small changing shit. It's always a charge on us, the citizens. After all the money that we give to America, especially like New York taxes, California taxes, what the hell they doing with all that money? And they do have money, so it used to be like, oh, but damn, taxpayers, but we didn't say shit. And we ain't do shit. We just said shit on Instagram. But we ain't do shit when they send all that money to Ukraine. Ukraine, nigga? Get the fuck out of here. With all that homelessness going on in America? So let's start a war here then? Because, you see? It's just like, just how I speak about our own people, our own blacks and Hispanics, we haven't even gotten to a level that we could just be smart enough and revolt smart enough. You know what I'm saying? Oh, FBI, there you go. But it's true, because it's like, yo, if we be on some shit like, yo, we have this issue, we want it now, and I don't care who you gonna use. You can use Cardi B, you can use you can tell Jay-Z, get on that helicopter, hurry up and calm these people down. Bad Bunny, J Balvin come and, you know, settle these wild Hispanics causing panics. Once we get through that wall too, they be like, nah. I don't care. You can put any celebrity in. They can get, yo, fuck it. We never done this before. Bring in Michael Jackson back from the grave. You might catch us again right there. White people might catch us again. We might lose right there. Like, oh shit, we thought you died. Nah, imagine. But once we get past the celebrityness, like, I don't care what what y'all make celebrities tell us. No, we still want this. Demand this. And any celebrity that doesn't go with our real plight, some real BLM shit, because you know when they were like BLM, all the celebrities jump mad fast. This is some real shit right here we want. And we gonna judge every celebrity because they're not using their mouth. We already supporting them. You know, they should support us. Some big shit like that, we can make shit happen, but you can tell they have to. They probably specifically have an operation to definitely keep celebrities high maintenance, because that's our main influence right there. It's not even our parents sometimes anymore. Our parents is working all the time. Think about it. It's all by plan. Don't think these people doing things like this by happenstance. Sometimes that happen, but they'll get people to correct shit real quick, find the ins and outs so they won't get played. It's like playing. It's like going to these white people, and listen, I know there's probably black people in there too that sold out, Hispanic people also, and all that, different races. But the majority of these is like, when we mention Rockefellers, you don't see somebody Chinese or Hispanic or black. Let's keep it real. It's white. So whoever these elites are, right? They're the casino. We're just the person with our green hats, you know, where our Hawaiian shirts going into the casino. The house is them. You know what I'm saying? So you're not supposed to win all the time. You can tell they make it like that because the fact that the taxes, and then especially when you have these dirty politicians going, pay your fair share, and you know they don't pay nothing. And if you say something, they trick the people to the point that if you say something about taxes, they're gonna look at you like as a Republican. They're gonna connect you with Trump. That's how bad. That's how. No, round of applause. Round of applause, white people. Look how they got us. That's why I stepped out of that bullshit, and I was like, fuck. Even my friends probably look at me crazy. Like, it's crazy, but I have to keep it real. That's the real keeping it real. Like, come on, people want to say they keep it real, and they don't. Come on, man. I thought we keeping it real. This is why, like, I can't even joke myself. Like, like I'll think to myself like, oh, look at you, pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like you folding. I can't fold. When somebody in my job thinks like I'm like a hardcore Democrat, I smile, but I'm laughing in my head. But I don't be like, oh nah, let me tell them that like I'm a Republican. No, I can't do that. Some people can't take that shit. Cause if you be like, oh nah, I'm actually a Republican. Right there, they might just shut the door down. So it don't matter what you say after that. You can't like, convince them, and they're gonna want to explain to you why I'm wrong. That's when it sucks. I've been through this before. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta also think for the other person. That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is. I mean, obviously, that's why you can't bring it up at work anyways, because it's just a clusterfuck. But yeah, man, self-accountability, man. And at the same time, being upright citizen, yo, because listen, they're attacking us from every angle. These people even have the elites, whoever, you know what I'm saying? The owners of Earth, obviously, over definitely America. Because, yo, you see how they even chastising the fucking celebrities, like, I guess, not celebrities, but baseball players, professional baseball players in our MLB league, like they calling them bigots by not regular people in the streets, by reporters for ESPN. And the ESPN reporter is probably gonna get applauded because she's defending LGBT, nigga. It's a la moda right now, man. They're the WWE champions right now. So of course everything is good on them. So you defending them, you good. But imagine she was defending them against the LGBT. It would have been a whole big story. She would have been getting death threats and all that, because that's how they roll. Because how dare you not bow down to the letter mafia. Listen, is that bad? Is that bad out here? And you know what? And what's crazy? That they get away with it because we laid down too many times. Every time they were like, everybody never said nothing. They kept quiet. And then y'all noticed it too when they got a little bit exaggerated, because now even it got to the point that even gay people was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? They themselves may be gay, but they don't agree with what they fucking doing. And it's like, maybe that was even done on purpose. That's why you can't even blame people who are gay and doesn't agree with that. It's just that LGBT brand. Same thing like I was talking about BLM, and y'all thought I was my mustache got closed up in the middle, and I was Hitler. And I was speaking like, yeah, like, you know what? That's why I remember one time, you can't get shit over me. That's why I remember when I was younger, I was like, all right, I understand that this guy is evil and his speeches don't even help, because it sounds like a German shepherd barking. Like, I'm sorry to the people who are in Germany, but that shit sounds like it's too like, I gotta get started. I was like, yo, what the fuck? But you imagine he's probably like, I want healthcare for everybody, and little kids, black and white, should have prosperous futures. And you don't even know, because he probably just going ham because it's a language we don't know. That's why, like, America, listen, you gotta keep America tame. It's like a Pokemon. You gotta have the badges. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, the Pokemon won't even listen to your calls and shit. Like, yo, use Fire Burst, and they will just snooze and sit and sleep and shit. This is for my Pokemon heads. But yeah, man, because if not, it's like, yo, you can't let the animal like that. Like, America's like an animal. You gotta tame it, let them know that you're the owner, because if not, they'll fucking get one over you like they're doing it right now. That's why I always say, almost every episode, but damn near, that it sometimes feel like this is all a rouse, like a ruse, like a play. Joe Biden got to play the dumbass and expose his ties to China, and at the end of the day, Trump got to look like the good guy and shit, coming back like MJ with the 4-5, all that. But you never know if that's just all an act. All these people are actors, because they need to just wake up the public that you can have your own citizens, because obviously people in politics, they're citizens also, just like us. They work for us, remember that. they over here making rules for us, which is like, fuck nah. But all that has to do with waking us up. So you have the good apples and the bad apples. Even Trump had to play both sides, because when he came in, yeah, his remarks were a little bit sketchy and shit, but they were a lot of times chopping his shit up and making it look crazy. You know, and people fell for it because none of them was gonna go actually listen to a speech. You know what I'm saying? So I had to do that shit. Hov did that. So hopefully you have to go through that. You know what I'm saying? So you never know. Like, he played both sides. Now he comes back as the good guy or whatever, but maybe it was like a huge triple, how you call that shit? Like when you, like a triple agent type of shit on their own people. Stage it as like, oh my God, look at Trump. And then boom, Trump at least made everybody in the norm know a little bit about politics. And then it made people speak more about politics and argue, because there was people that were in the hood that was like, nah, I fuck with Trump, because boom, 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 boom. And you can look it up now. You know, it's not like it's just like an argument in the 90s that it will go by, because nobody has been walking around with newspapers. Now you got Google, you know what I'm saying? Or what we think is facts. So it was doing that. It was making everybody talk. And then Biden came in, and within a year he was fucking up. Listen, I can't be the only person that's out there thinking like, yo, let's play this shit smarter, slowly, nigga. At least let's survive the year one. But if they were pushing everything heavy in year one, it's like, damn, or like, it's like you want to look bad on purpose. This is how I sometimes feel. Maybe it's just him really not, fucking up or whatever. But it's crazy how fast they made Trump look good. And this could be all part of the game too. They acting too. They all bowed down at the end when the curtain called. You know what I'm saying? At the end of all this shit. So Trump can get back and people can be more attentive. Like, wait a minute. Like, look what happens. Eventually they're going to find out where COVID came from. That's how it's looking to me. Because Trump keeps talking about that shit. And then once, I spoke about this before. In one interview with Fox or whatever, he was saying that he even wants reparations. Oh yeah, reparations from COVID to Americans from what China did. And he just threw that shit out there. And this is his one thing though that I noticed with Trump. He don't just throw random shit out there. He don't. His shit is so down packed that if you hear, like, when he was campaigning, every speech from different places, they all sounded the same. But he just switched little things in there. So it's like when you a rapper and in the part of the chorus of the song you go, or like, merengue music or whatever, you be like, everybody, where y'all from? And or their name, like I love it here in New York City. And then when you're in New Jersey, you say, I love it here in New Jersey. He would just fit in those small gaps where he has to identify where he's at. And the rest was the same fucking speech. Almost. Unless something happened within those days, and he will have like a 10-minute, 7-minute talk. He can ramble. So that's what I was noticing. It got to the point that I didn't even have to see not every speech. Because, obviously with the internet, they will catch certain clips. But, he don't say shit by mistake. That's what I noticed. Because he made sure he keeps repeating shit that he needs to repeat to keep in people's minds. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I noticed, like, his flow and the way he talked. I noticed that shit. And when he started saying, like, that January 6th shit, though, was a little weird. Because he kind of did lead them. So I ain't going to be here and have my mullet out and my MAGA hat and my fucking my KKK hood over with a headband, with a Nike headband. I got to keep it hood, nigga. But I ain't going to front. Because it was a weird thing. To me, how about this one? Let me take a sip before I drop this bomba on you. Hold on. That rose, nigga. Hold ya. If you would have told me that Trump knew what was going to happen, I would believe it. Wait, did I even say that shit right? So yeah, basically, if you would have told me that Trump knew, Like they told them like secret agent. Like, yo, they're gonna try to manipulate your fucking shit. So people die. That's the whack shit. That's why I can't. When I try to do this shit for like the Democrat side and the Republican side, it's still fucked up because people died. But they just told them stand down, don't say anything, just say what you have to say. You think his shit ain't fucking written? Think about it. He's the president. It's like the president of Sony. Is that the owner? No, nigga. The owners is the one sitting down and they just saying, yo, how come my company is fucking up? You know what I'm saying? Or, hey, our company doing good. That's what I like to see. Keep it going. Keep going. That's it. The president is the one that's gonna be like in charge of this shit. Like, yo, I bet out there. Think about it. If you own America, you don't want to be seen. Like, get the fuck out of here. It's harder to do now, but I'd rather have somebody represent me and, you know, say what I want to say. Fuck that shit. Why you think I don't want to show my face in none of these fucking podcasts and shit? I don't need to fucking do a whole video of my face on top of it too. Like, sometimes I'm doing this shit pissed off. Not pissed off, but because y'all can hear it in my voice of anything. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I would say it's bad enough. No, it's not even that. I just rather have the talk. You know what I'm saying? Leave it up to you to, I guess, picture whatever the hell y'all want to picture. But I don't, you know, why have a camera always on me speaking about something that it could be just greatly heard through just audio only. But anyways, these people don't want to be fucking heard of or nothing that shit. Like, all we hear is, you know, the Pablo Escobar, but we don't hear about the ranch family that were the heavy hitters, you know, on top of Pablo Escobar. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want to be seen. They were just chilling in the ranch. You know what I'm saying? Pablo Escobar's the one that he was like more of a Ric Flair. Like, he will get like a huge zoo and shit. He want to get into politics, which, like I mentioned before in this podcast, ain't nothing wrong with that. The Kennedys got in through fucking allegedly, you know, selling liquor. They made money. They got their kids into politics. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they were too much of a maverick and shit, and they wanted to be like, yo, whoa, what's going on? And America was like, whoa, this nigga is too much of a Captain America. Chill. And they had to clap him. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You never know who's behind the script of everything. He probably thought, I'm the president, I'm the main one. But you never know. Hell no. You're the president. Who's the owner? You know what I'm saying? So I forgot where I was going to get to the point, but listen, these people, the same way they make plans for strategies of war and how to capture a leader that's, you know, Osama bin Laden or whatever, these people could have paid people to make strategies on how to lift up people who are homeless, mentally challenged, hire, you know what I'm saying, great directors, producers of movies, and make more positive movies. But think about it, they don't want to do that. You know, not no corny shit, but positive movies at least, like how we used to have it in the 90s. They made the Fresh Prince look feel dope. You feel me? But sometimes it just comes to too much contract shit, and some shit that are really good we just don't hear about, and it don't get accepted. It's probably really good. You feel me? Shit like that. So they should do like some regulation, because listen, the way these people come up with great fucking strategies for war, they can come up with some good ideas for us and establish a good culture again. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I first went to Florida, I was like, damn, people say hi to each other, like they don't even know me. I was young. But you know what I'm saying? If you do that shit here in New York, like even sometimes I would like to, but you just don't know who you speaking to. Like somebody probably is so super irked that you say one word, even if it's something positive, they'll just choose you. You never know. Now, is that me just exaggerating and thinking about like that? Probably. But you know, shit, once we have that culture, then it'll be easier to do that also. Is New York too tense? Also, yes. Also, let's be honest. Because if you was living probably in a different area, it's more of a relaxed area. Florida being one of them, like that, a good example. Like the tension in New York is definitely different, and I'm not saying that they should squash that, but just as we pay so much taxes, they should give us a bonus, man. Like, what the hell? Like, do something with all that money that we giving to New York. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's make a deal. Like, yo, what y'all need? Cops? All right, cool. We give y'all money, but you know what I'm saying? Do something for us also. Tell some of those cops that are very gun heavy to relax. You know what I'm saying? Build a community with the people also. You know what I'm saying? Don't send somebody from their own community in their own community where they could probably be like, yo, nigga, we were mad cool. Let me just, get ahead with these motherfuckers and let me sell this crack. No. Put people from a different community to a different community, you know what I'm saying? But establish a community also with them. Like, even though they could still fall for that, illegal deal shit. But, you know what I'm saying? These people don't try. It seems like it don't. Every cop can right now have a Instagram profile, whatever. DR post some of this shit there. Why can't people here? I guess they do. Because if you go there, they just do it. You do see that. It's just that how the fuck there's still crime. You gotta chalk it up to the mayor. You feel me? And it's like he'd rather just be in a fucking award show and shit. Like, that's what we remember. We remember what the fuck you've been doing this whole time. That's why when Giuliani did the stop and frisks, yeah, we complained racism and all that shit. But shit, man, I feel like blessed people had guns, man. Because they probably make it look like, and they probably do use it to people who are innocent. But they also, it gives them access to do that shit to people who they know that have guns. Nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? And they are a problem to the community. Because remember, this is America, and just as we put people in jail, if you get a good lawyer, you will not go to jail. If you get a good person that's representing you, you will not go to jail. And you have your own rights. So if they fuck up on that, you will not go to jail. There's a lot of people that probably did the murder, and they probably be like, thank God I'm in America, because if you was in a different country, they'd be like, no, but we know you killed her, so we don't got to go through this whole DK. You have rights that you're going to use. No. In America, they could do that shit, though. Look at OJ. I mean, let's be honest. OJ was like, una vaina rara, de que, oh, she died? You lying. Nah, she died? You imagine that was his reaction? It was mad obvious why people was just mad. Hey yo, nah, she died. Instead of you fucking bawling your eyes out and shit because you love her, she got your kids, I guess. He had children with her? That's extra weird, right? If you're like the kid, and you're like, nigga, you killed that nigga. Like, I don't gotta deal with you right now with like a court system. Nah, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's still, it's just weird. You know what I'm saying? Just that whole murder. When you see the pictures of that shit, I be thinking also, like, our generation are more success. Like, I don't use a big word. I don't even know how to say it. I'm gonna say successful or whatever. Anyways, have access to like gory ass like pictures. We had Rotten.com. We had Faces of Death, as the boys would get rent out and shit. And I guess because we grew up with the internet coming up, like, we would be like, yeah, right, there's a picture of somebody's fucking head decapitated or some shit like that, and it was Rotten.com, and it would be like, whoa, because it was like showing us, before that, we would have never seen some shit like that. And even if you show like our parents a photo like that, they will fucking go buck wild, because they never seen shit like that unless they see it happen in front of them. You know what I'm saying? But us seeing that shit through like internet, we talk about our kids, but we was out here wilding. Shit. Nigga, I'll be waiting for like, what, 5 minutes for one picture to download so I can go fucking to the Gentlemen Start Your Engines when I was younger. Shit. It'll be like, you see the top download like within 2 minutes, the middle download. You're like, oh shit, there's the tits. And then you gotta wait for the rest to download. Then you be like, all right, fuck, I'm printing. That's how it was back in the days. You know what I'm saying? So we were just exposed to a lot of shit. And to our surprise, like, you know, especially now how movies are getting more and more gory and shit like that. It's like, it's whatever for me. I'd rather choose not to see shit like that. Before they was live.com, I think it was called. There you see some crazy shit too. But it was just like that whole, I guess because of the internet showed us that shit, like, or I ain't gonna front. This is what, maybe my fucking mentality back in the day. What the fuck? But when they were doing like those beheadings, I was like, oh my God. It's like those things that you don't want to see, but you know, you split that one finger, you're looking with one eye, like, oh my God. That was crazy. But anyways, look at me going off topic already. And I'm already almost 40 minutes already into this shit. I haven't even hit one topic. Can you believe that shit? But back to the shit I was talking about, like this country's being like manipulated, like strong arm by agendas and making us not even speak on certain shit. Like the fact that they pressuring the Rays to wear this LGBT patch, it's like, damn. But you know what's funny though? They do it to the Rays, but they won't do that shit to the Yankees. Because you know why? The Yankees is all tradition. You gotta have a mustache. You can't have a beard. I mean, you know, baseball fans know this, but if anybody that don't know that listening, yeah, that's what they do. That's why you never see somebody in the Yankees with full facial hair. They always got to be clean cut. It's like tradition and all that shit. You think they will say yeah to a patch? Why don't you do that shit to the Yankees? But then they pick on the fucking Rays, and it's like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Not everybody gonna want to fucking bow down. Like, Jesus, like there's no respect. When there's no respect, y'all become the bullies, and y'all look like the bullies already. It's been happening. It keeps happening. So, you know, like, eventually people gonna be really upset with your organization. The same thing. Look, BLM already fell. It looks crazy already. So one day it seems like it's gonna ball up to LGBT doing something so ridiculous or something that people are gonna turn on that whole organization. Not on gay people, but, you know, on the organization. Because they're becoming too much of a mafia. And this chick, her name is Sarah Spain. She got up on TV and talked about how, like, don't say that, don't use the religious exemption, bull BS. These are people who, you know what I'm saying, have no respect for the Bible. You know what I'm saying? But when you say some shit like, fuck Jewish people, they'll make you fucking take a tour to every museum so you can fucking, don't say I'm sorry on TV, just go to every museum, nigga. You're done. And take a picture with a couple rabbis, nigga. And don't you ever say that. And they'll tap your mouth. Don't you ever say that. That's what they do to other celebrities. They did this shit to Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon was like, yeah, because, you know, the Jews out here ain't being real Jews and shit. Nigga, he was mad swag. Nigga, they send him to at least 3 museums, man, and take mad pictures, nigga. OJ. They tapped his mouth like, don't talk about Jewish people. That's what they did. And it was embarrassing, but at the end of the day, we rather laugh at him and shit like I did. Let's keep it real. I just did it right now. But at the same time, it's like, damn, yo, like, he probably looking at us like, yo, support me and shit. And, you know, there's only so much we can do, I guess. So he had to go to all those museums. If we would have supported him and be like, yo, fuck out of here, fuck y'all, you know, don't do that to Nick Cannon, they will fall back. Because now it's his representation. The same way they use his representation, because they base numbers on, like, okay, your crowd is the black community. If they see that same black community go like, yo, hold up, don't cancel them. What the fuck y'all doing? But no, we just like to hear the news and react, including me, I guess. Let me take a sip. That, you know, I kind of exposed myself. I ain't like that one right there. But it's the truth, man. Let's keep it real. It's the truth. That's why, like, when Kanye was Kanye in the beginning and nobody gave a fuck about him. Oh, who's that, Kanye? Oh, okay. You know, it was 2003, 2004. And then it became, oh, yeah, Kanye. Oh, but he made that, oh, okay, workout, the workout plan. I was like, nah, but there's a... And they knew all falls down, but they never gave Kanye that respect. It was just, he ain't Jay-Z or 50 Cent. And then now that Kanye is been, first of all, had a greatest album ever, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. That album ruined my music taste. But after he dropped that, and then like people had to start admitting, like, oh yeah, he's one of the greatest, you know, he's one of the greatest. And then they will like, you know, every Kanye news they react to it and whatever. But then Kanye became still relevant, which is like the only rapper who did that shit. Especially to what he's doing now, that everybody talking shit about Kanye wearing Kanye sneakers, most likely. And then they say, I want the old Kanye back. Motherfucker, when the old Kanye was out there, y'all were just saying, oh, is that Kanye? Y'all didn't give a fuck about his music like that. Or just, no, they want the old Kanye back. Hell out of here. Look at me having a Kanye rant. I gotta have that shit. It has to. I have to. Because I was the follower of this motherfucker. Imagine you being a celebrity and you're like, if you make look at Pusha T. He makes too much coke rapping music or whatever. I bet you if he would have went to like what Jay-Z, what they were talking about with Jay-Z, or like, oh, Jay-Z just talking about Benzes and you know, yachts. Then they gotta complain about that they want the old Jay-Z. Remember they wanted the old Jay-Z? They did the same shit with Jay-Z. How dare they say the same shit about Kanye? Can you believe that shit? Kanye made inspirational music, like way more inspirational music than Jay-Z. Like if you was a hustler in Brooklyn, I bet that type of talk, you know, is inspirational. But you know, the other side, Kanye gave. In the midst of 50 Cent, remember, in 50 Cent, I still to this day, like I say almost in every podcast, I still to this day want to see the crime rate when 50 Cent became popular. Because, yo, all you hear was, yo, motherfucker, run that shit back. You be like, God damn. And then there was a hot beat too. So you be like, oh, fuck, they got me already. You know what I'm saying? And then came Kanye. And that's why people didn't really care. It was just that me, I wasn't that type of person either. Like, I would listen to hardcore rap and be like, I'm definitely not this. And I definitely don't want to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, I was considered a pussy. Let's keep it real. But now that we are more adult, more, you know what I'm saying, more seasoned and shit, we already notice it. And kids already see that shit too. That's the good thing. Some kids now, well, I can't even say that because look at New York. But you still have kids that understand the difference of that shit. You feel me? Like, they could wild out, but not wild out to the point that they're going to go to jail and shit like that. There's kids out there who just are super reckless like that. But obviously, it must also come with the parents. It must. But you do have those kids that just want to go to jail and do fucked up shit, and they have really good parents. You know what I'm saying? But then that's when their friends got to come around and be like, yo, what the fuck, nigga? You corny for that. Make that look corny. You know what I'm saying? Like, but anyways, the Rays. So the fact that they use the religious, but they just probably was like, nah, I just don't want to fuck around with this shit. Like, you can't make me put some shit on like that. Like, what example I'm trying to give to my kids? You know what I'm saying? And some of us, you know, they will say, okay, whatever. You know, so listen, if you bring somebody straight from the island, I got to put a patch on. I don't give a fuck. That ain't me. You feel me? But there's some people that really take that shit serious, and you got to respect it. So for them to be pressuring those Rays, like, that's fucking fucked up. And the fact that the commissioner ain't come out to defend them, he's a bitch for that. and they want to use all that. We got to make sure we protect them. They don't listen to people. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. If they really did give a fuck, they would have went to Middle East and be like, yo, y'all change y'all logos too. America, all the American companies change their logos as soon as June starts for the LGBT. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at the logos in the Middle East, they keep their logos regular. They don't put no rainbow flag. And fuck their rainbow flags, because man, I love the rainbow. Like, it doesn't mean rainbows are gay now. Fuck that. Fuck that. You know, the rainbow is a sign from God, and they don't believe in God, obviously. So this is a mass confusion. This is the Sodom and Gomorrah all over again. Let's be honest. But it is what it is. Like, that's y'all decision. I just don't like it when y'all push that shit on kids, man. No. Hell nah. Hell no. And then you have kids being bullied, like kids, middle school, elementary. If they don't come out as and identify as LGBT, they get bullied. Like, y'all don't talk about that. Y'all don't talk about that though. Y'all don't want to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? They don't make videos about that shit. And don't you get mad? I ain't gonna front. Don't you get mad when they really pouring it in when it comes to these videos of little kids with cancer? Like, motherfucker, y'all make mad money. Y'all send $80 billion to fucking Ukraine. You stomping on us with taxes, and then you show us those commercials to get us like, oh my God, let me send $5,000. There's people out there like that, do shit like that. That's why they do those fucking commercials. That shit should be banned. Cause with our taxes, shit. What the, like, this is shit that we could just obviously change, and we don't do it because we not. But listen, this is why I got a podcast, I guess. With at least 6 views per episode. But maybe in the future it'll be millions, billions, who knows? You imagine, like, we don't even notice that shit now, but eventually people from Earth, whatever they do, they're gonna get billions of views, trillions of views if we really make contact with aliens, because they will want to know all our shit. So anybody that has like content, they will just view it because they just want to get to know us. And then that's just gonna make us money though. They can't, you could tell the white man gonna be like, oh, hold up, change the views. You need 80 billion views to like make $5 and shit. They will change it. But just imagine that shit. That's when you know there's no aliens. Yo. See, fuck the topics. My bad. But this is why I say there's no aliens, yo. White man would have made so much motherfucking money commercially. Think about Disney World times 1,000. All the white man needs to do is be like, yo, just don't fucking kill our people, because, you know, it's like DR, like, there's crime, but they don't want to commit crime on these regular white people, and or even if you're a tourist, because, like, damn, nigga, you bring money to the country. They all stand down. They're like, all right, we'll rob you if you over here waving your fucking chain, and that shit is huge. But you know what I'm saying? So imagine that in a different planet. So but just they got to think about it like this. But listen, they're gonna want to buy your art. You see, this is why it doesn't exist, because just that right there, like, okay, you don't think no aliens will be like, what is the hottest sneaker? Y'all all are into sneakers. What is the hottest sneaker ever? We're gonna show them the Air Jordan 11s. Let's be honest. That's not my favorite sneaker. You know what I'm saying? But if we all have to agree, it's gonna be that one. The white and Concord, the white and black Air Jordan 11s. It's gonna be that. And they gonna buy that shit everybody gonna want it in their planet. It's gonna be like that. Like, imagine all that fucking money that America's leaving there because we want to keep it a secret. You fucking bugging. Or maybe they do it like without you know, telling us that there's aliens. Like they'll show them the picture, they'll get it over there. But let us do that with us at least, cause we gonna do the same shit. We be like, yo, what's the hottest sneakers y'all ever created? What's the hottest idea? Like, what y'all like over there? And they'll be like, oh, it's this. Or even the fruit, something that tastes good. We gonna imagine that. Like, imagine we have coffee, we have water. Imagine if our water here, and that planet is so fucking like a super food over there for their DNA, that the more water they drink, the more better it's for them. And we can sell the water. Like, that's when you know there's no aliens, because the white man would have been ODing off of that. And they would have made sure, they were like, you know what, we making money, but we need to make way more money. So we need to make sure that our people here can buy their products over there, and we just tax in between both countries. So there's no real reason to keep it a secret. So for them to always be like, oh, and bring it, that's what I said. Like, this is my deal right here. If by the time I'm 70, I was saying 60 is good enough. 60 would be also 60 and 70. And I don't see no fucking pictures of aliens. And I don't see no aliens walking right beside me. Like, if I go to 42nd Street and I be like, oh, there's an alien right there, let me walk by him. If I don't have that shit by that time, then that's a lie, and the Bible is the real deal, Holyfield. And this whole shit is probably a fucking created shit. Just like how maybe they created the, you know, dinosaurs. Allegedly. Because they show us dinosaurs, but they don't show us the alleged huge humanoid bones that they found. The giants. And who spoke about the giants? In the Bible. The Bible never spoke about dinosaurs. So they got a story. Just watch The Truman Show. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm giving y'all gems. I was gonna speak about the Kavanaugh shit. How, you remember Kavanaugh, the one y'all hated all of a sudden because the media told you to? And basically almost everything that they had they didn't really have no fucking found evidence, and he got away and he became a judge and all that shit. Well, anyways, they found somebody with like a gun waiting for him and show some shit like that. So maybe they stopped it or whatever, but then they had Chuck Schumer speaking about, like, you know, make your presence known and shit like that, like some nasty shit, man. So, you know, they probably gonna look at him and be like, yo, bro, like, are you trying to incite, like, justice? Like, because once you, that's a valuable seat. If one of the Supreme Court justice people get knocked off, that's a powerful seat. This is shit that they don't tell us in school. So, you know, that's why it's a huge, big deal. You know? And just foreshadowing the midterms and all that shit. That's why all this is happening. They putting us in fear and all that, and they're just making it look like it's the Republicans, because they're using the whole, hey, your school can get shot up, and it's usually these Republican states, and because of that, we're gonna go after the guns. Remember, it's either that or abortions. For them to leak some shit like that in the Supreme Court justice or whatever that shit with that leak, for that leak to happen, it was like really crazy. But they managed to do it, you know, typical Democrat shit, and they made a big deal out of it, and they rightfully so. They made everybody talk about it. Everybody was jumping from category to category, and then they wasn't even noticing it. That's how good they are with their tactics. Their tactics is good. It's just really repetitive. So that's how you can catch it. So it's all this midterm, they use LGBT, the guns, and abortions. Typical shit. They ain't gonna address the crime. They will never address the crime. Don't you? Ain't that funny? That they don't say, yo, this crime is going great. They'll never say it. And that's the loophole right there. Like, that's the playbook. I remember when that whole Trump era was going on, and they were sazonando. They were kept showing, like, fucking doing part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5. A new movie, you got it. A new series, you got it. of the Purge. Remember the Purge? That it was on this specific day, we all go crazy, we all kill each other, and it's allowed by the government. You can tell that's a Democrat's dream. That's a Democrat's dream. But it's like they were making that real hot, and you see ads everywhere. And it's just like reminding people like, yo, go crazy, go riot. Maybe this is me going exaggerated. I know. But I don't put it past it, man. Listen, everything is greenlit. Everything is greenlit. You know, and these people, they make sure they study when to drop certain shit. Do you think they could have been like, yo, maybe let's drop that shit because it's going to probably incite people to riot? Hell no. Then what happened around that same time? They rioted in the Fordhams and shit like that. We never seen that shit before. They even rioted fucking bodegas, and that's what we will never forget because that's small business, and that's our own people, blacks and Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? Mostly Hispanic that have bodegas. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna shit where you eat. How's it go? You're gonna shit where you eat at. I mean, hey, you're gonna shit where you live at or whatever. But I think it was like that. You're gonna shit where you eat at or whatever. It's like, nah, man. And people was doing that. And yes, you can blame this. We have to blame the people also, but you also have to blame how they know that we are dumb in a weird way, and they manipulate. So they use that and they rile us up. And then they know we broke, so we know we're gonna break into the stores to just get free shit. That's how it is, man. But I think all that's gonna happen to let us know, like, look what we did to ourselves. Are we gonna rise? Well, that's on us. That's the whole. That's why I feel like this is all like a fucking movie in a way. Like they're showing us, yo, look what we did, boom, look what happened. Look what we did, boom, look what happened. We're gonna learn from this, and we're gonna become a stronger country with a specific culture. We can all get in one together. Like maybe. I be thinking about that sometimes. And that's what you have like a person like Elon Musk, out of nowhere, super billionaire. He's exposing Twitter at the same time because he's probably working for the government. Who knows? They were like, yo, say you're gonna want to buy a Twitter. Don't worry, you're gonna end up buying Twitter for probably way less than what you first offered. Why? Because look, now they have the spam shit that they don't want to give off the list of the how many spam or whatever, like the numbers, because he's trying to buy the company. So when he finds out that there's so much fucking spam and bots, he's either gonna say I don't want to buy it, and they expose, or he's still gonna want to buy it, but he's gonna buy it for so less, and basically he just got Twitter for like what, $5 billion, less than $10 billion, and he, compared to what he offered originally in cash. Twitter gonna be exposed. They'll be like, oh fuck, our fucking website, which they know already, because every time Trump tiraba un pedo, every time Trump farted, they will have the trending topic, like something negative. Nothing never really positive. You know how much people needed to speak about some shit positive for Trump to be on some positive shit? Hell no. And that's when I knew they were manipulating it. That's when I was like, damn, yo. But Twitter is like the town hall. Like, that's the place where we go off and react to shit. And obviously you can do it for on Instagram too, but you want to have multiple places. Why not? Some people choose Twitter, some people choose to do it on Facebook. Just, don't fuck it up. Make it a true space where people can be themselves. And when people beats with threats and shit, they'll monitor it. And because you speaking like that, maybe y'all can get access to, like, yo, let's see what type of motherfucking shit he does in other, this is gonna sound me like fucked up, but in other social media apps or whatever, is he's talking about the same topic, about doing crazy shit, and then they can track him, at the end of the day, because you want to be respectful to what you say too. Because some people, you just be like, oh, I like this shit. Oh, you like this shit, you motherfucker. You be like, god damn, that could be like a kid typing that. Some grown motherfucker that is in his feelings can react to a person that's mad young. They don't even know the age of that person. And do I want pictures connected to everything you post? Hell no, because it's the internet at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So it's just some shit, but we're learning, we're growing with the internet. But at the same time, we all know we should just be respectful. You feel me? But when you see who's behind all the chaos, it's usually the Democrats, man. Republicans, they get off on their own shit, doing stupid shit too, but it's usually them. You know what I'm saying? Like when I will see like every time when they needed a trending topic just to make Trump look bad. And now when Biden's doing bad, you don't see nothing. You just see a lot of people with blue check marks, which could be the spam bots, just praising Biden. And then that could manipulate your thoughts. Because you could be like, oh, that's a good point. And then you go to your friends and you probably spew that logic and you don't have nothing to back it up. When they have their shit to back it up, then you look stupid. And then you get emotional again and you say, yo, fuck that, whatever. Come on, man. Let's just to think. People really was uninvited from like holiday gatherings because of political shit. That's sad. That's sad. And you know it happened. We all know across America it happened. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we're here all together in this country. You can tell I'm hungry. In this country. And yo, like I said before, yo, let's make this a gang. Let's make this a gang where we could, you know, post each other up like, yo, you fucking up. This is not how we do it here. You know, or we can have that conversation, but not to the point that we're enemies. We live in one country. Like, if China comes and makes us fucking slaves, nigga, they can do that shit right now because we're so divided. They could fool us. They could be like, yo, we're gonna give y'all mad money if y'all fucking bow down and let us take over. We're like, fucking hell yeah, America never gave me money. Yeah. And then they'll be like, oh, yeah, we took over. And remember with that money that we said, like, fuck out of here. We lied to y'all. And we'd be like, what we going to do? Take them to court? Nigga, now they took over our country. You know what I'm saying? So we just never been in that position. I don't know if you can tell, like, I can't be in politics. I'll be like, yo, give me a budget and let's scare the people into making a lot, not scare into making, but let's scare the people to be a little bit more like, you know, patriotic or some shit, because we're gonna make movies about how America will look and we will get invaded by different countries through ideas or through wars or whatever. Let's just make a couple movies. That's how you that's how you do it to people. Think about it. Y'all really had Cardi B speak with political figures and y'all ain't got in trouble for that shit. I was fucking livid. I was pissed. But people was like, oh, that's right. Cardi B got the hottest song, so it makes sense that she's speaking to the hottest nigga in the world right now, and that's Joe Biden. Like, oh my God. Y'all can be pissed. You see, that's why I had to do the podcast. Y'all can be pissed sometimes. Y'all can be pissed. It's the same playbook. It's the same damn playbook. And everything somehow connects to everything else. You could tell once they get America, every other country falls like a domino. And when it comes to cultural shit, like, this is the country where everything was free to do. Like, as long as you don't hit me, you can have your fucking ideas about me, because at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. We all in America, but you know what I'm saying? Just don't take it to that next level. Like, that KKK shit was bullshit. And a lot of KKK sympathizers was in the Democrats. So, Republicans too, let's keep it real. But in the Democrats, let's keep it real. Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not about teams and winning and shit like that. It's just about, let's go out with the truth, because then we all will be level, at least. We need to be level. If we ain't gonna have no personal leaders in each block or whatever, let's at least lead with the truth, or what we think is the truth. Sometimes this truth be blurry, but let's challenge each other. No disrespectful ways. You know what I'm saying? So people can't have a conversation, because if I have more resources of backing up my shit, you feel offended, or you might feel like I'm losing, and you might don't feel disrespected. And you're supposed to just let's all find out the truth. Because if I feel like if I don't have enough shit, I will humble myself and I will be like, damn, you know what? I ain't know about that. And no disrespect, I'm not saying I'm agree with you, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to look up myself, do the information to see if you was right about that. That's it. But now it's becoming my team, your team. And it's just like, y'all don't even understand that I be barking at the Republicans too, like at the conservative shit. It's just so bad that, you know, I'm definitely never, ever going to the Democrats ever again. Once you wake up out of that bullshit, you can't ever go back. You see how much damage it did to your own community. You know, like we really have these Dominican niggas rolling around with posters and shit, and they put it in the posters in our mailboxes, and we don't do shit about it, and we don't even go vote. But the people that do go vote, they're gonna vote for him. Nobody challenges it. And then we be like, yo, how come our bill's going up? How come it's gentrification? You see, we never question the shit. It's up to us. So maybe this whole Trump shit really ended up working because a lot of people now know about politics, at least a little something. Before, it would be a boring, you know, shit that would come on the TV. You would want to see who's performing or some shit. So, did Trump make politics hot? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But he's just an agent also, remember. But an agent for at least good. He was talking shit and maybe he was racist. Maybe it came off racist. But you gonna tell me these white people care more about us than themselves? No, they care more about themselves. Just like we care more about each other. We care more about, if blacks gonna care more about the blacks, our Hispanics gonna care more about Hispanics. We're gonna defend each other, you know what I'm saying, compared to a white person. But at the end of the day, we're gonna go pull for each other. We are fucking racist to each other's, yeah, or whatever. You can say it like that to our own, basically. If you have a cliff and there's a white person, there's a Dominican person, you're Dominican. Let's be honest, you know what I'm saying? You would like to hold on to both, but if one gotta go, you know what I'm saying? We're tribal. That's nature. But they know that, and that's why they use that, and they're manipulators. That's it. I'm gonna just stop dropping too much gems. That's it. It's just one episode. I'm already went past 1 hour. Anyways, Pirate Radio, just like every other episode. Next week I'm gonna come back here and I'm talking more shit. The champagne ain't even finished, so I'm gonna have to, you know. I should do like until the champagne is finished. That'll be dope, right? But it just takes mad long to fucking upload. But anyway, in the future maybe. Pirate Radio, episode 55. This was just a conversation. And thank you for all the listeners who listening. And episode 55, peace.